What's going on, guys? It's the Master Gamer here with a brand new video. This week's tip video is going to be a nice quick zone beating concept to the outsides. It's going to be a nice free completion that you could use in a ton of different formations. And I'm going to start off here actually in the New England playbook in the shotgun Y off trips or U trips formation. So this is something that I've been doing for a while. This is translated over a lot of years of Madden's. This isn't something new by any means. It's just something that doesn't really get talked about a lot, and I think it's pretty good. So I'm going to show you guys this. So we're going to come out in a play with, you don't need a table route, but I like to use table routes with these typically because they're kind of quick hitting plays. Table routes just are effective at not pulling away from your other routes that you have on the field and just clearing out for your one guy over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a slot receiver on a hitch. Sometimes it can be a outside receiver that comes on a hitch naturally. But typically we need to put a slot player in a hitch and then get him to the outside. So I'll show you right here that against cover 2, you'll be able to throw this hitch. And I'll kind of explain this more so as we kind of get through this. Now, cover 2, but with hard flats. Whoops. There we go. Hard flat. Now we're going to do the same thing. So hitch in the table route. See, even without Gunslinger, you are able to fit this in. It's pretty open. That's all that really needs to be said there. Now, let's move to, say, a cover 3. Does the formation have cover 3? It does. Great. Make sure I'm in the same play. I am. As you can see, cover 3 with hard flats. Once again, does not matter. We're going to be able to throw it. That one was a little close. That's just the bullet velocity in this game with that Gunslinger. But even then, I'll do it a few more times if you guys need. You're going to be able to throw this consistently. Just like this. Sometimes you might have to wait depending on the year, but for the most part, you're able to throw it pretty early. And that's really all there is to it. So now let's kind of explain what's happening, right? Well, when we're looking at the hard flats, right, we're looking at this area. So you think, oh, the hard flat should play the hitch. Well, the hard flat actually has to get the shortest responsibility. The shortest responsibility is this table route that's going down to the outside. This pulls down the hard flat just enough to leave this little window open to throw this hitch for about 6 or 7 yards. And it's the same thing with cloud flats. So I'll show you guys here, but with cloud flats, the only difference with cloud flats is that instead of getting pulled down to the outside, they're just getting pulled to the outside and the hitch is just coming underneath that cloud flat. So you can see the table route pulls out that cloud flat, the hitch stays underneath it, and you're able to throw it. So again, you could also do this with, say, a hard flat cloud flat. So now we're going to double flat this side. You think as a defensive player, okay, this side is covered. Well, with this combo, you could actually attack this style of defense very efficiently. And just like this, you're going to see like, hey, they have 2 flats. I have 7 yards. And yeah, I accidentally aggressive caught it. But, you know, I can do this again. We'll catch it just fine if I just don't add catch for some unknown reason. And you'll see right here that we're going to have this nice, easy completion. I did it again, but it's okay. For 10 yards. So it's a great way at attacking zone coverage to the outside against hard flats, cloud flats. I can do this with zone drops too, so I'll show you guys here that zone drops will not stop this. Let's do the same thing. Come out, the same thing. Yada, yada. I'll do a 0 and a 5. So curl flats will go 5, flats will go 0. Will come out in a cover 3. Then we'll take off the deep blue and it would have been a hard flat. So, again, even with zone drops, you're going to see zone drops double flatted for 0 and 5. It does not matter. And of course, I guess the positioning of that player for some reason changes it. I was testing this earlier, so I know for a fact that it does in fact not play it. Maybe it's the purple from that safety spot is a zone that plays it. But again, that's not something that's too consistent year over year. And forcing them to use a 5-yard purple from their safety is definitely limiting them, even if this does cover it. So yeah, I guess this does cover it. So we found something that covers it. Yeah. That being said, it's not something that I would be too concerned about because it's a very specific adjustment that you're not going to see too often. I'll double flat with the linebacker, I guess, from cover 2, just to show you guys that it will beat 5-yard zone drops. At the very least, I know it will from outside corners. You know what, let me just show you guys what this looks like here from the outside corner. I'll just keep it simple for now. So you're unlikely to see that adjustment anyways, and again, most years that doesn't even come into play. So you're at 0 yards, stands no chance of stopping this hitch. And now we'll go to 5 yards. All right. Let's get 1 to 5. And as you can see, or I guess as you're about to see, this cloud flat at 5 just stands no chance. Throw to the inside. I got the worst throw ever, but even then we still catch it. Now, something that I do want to mention is you can do this out of a lot of different formations. It's not just this one formation, this 1 year. This is something that you could use year over year to have a lot of success. So let's take out these zone drops for now, just so they don't get in the way. And something buggy happens, right? Let's just say, okay, let's go to gun bunch, right? Gun bunch, there's a few different ways you could do it. So we're going to come out in the short side. We're going to put this outside receiver on a hitch. Then we're going to flip the set. And I put the running back on the table route. And boom. There you go. And let's see what happens, right? Just like before, you're able to do it. Now again, let's try it with hard flats. Because, you know, that is the zone you would think might play it, right? Well, again, I really want to emphasize that this isn't unique to just one formation, 1 year of Madden. This is something that you can use almost every single year of Madden when attacking zone coverage to the short outside area of the field. You should also be able to do it. Sometimes the positioning, like how far out the hitch gets, is very important. So like sometimes something like this might not work if I were to do it this way. It might, but it also might not, because sometimes like that flat route might not get far enough outside to pull out the flat zone. So like right here also, the hitch is too far inside, so the vertical hook is actually playing it. You need the hitch to be far enough outside to where the vertical hook won't play it. And you also need the flat to get far enough outside so where it's going to pull out that cloud or hard flat far enough so the hitch is going to be open. Which sounds like really specific parameters, but it's really not. You just kind of have to mess with some stuff and figure out the best way of doing it. I'm trying to see if there's anything else, any other ways of doing this that I could think of. So maybe something like this. I'm not sure. Again, I'm just kind of spitballing ideas here. But I bet something like this will work, right? So let's come out and Tampa 2. We'll put this slot receiver on a hitch. We'll get this tight end out of the way. Just leave this table out. I bet you could snap this guy around here. And yeah. So just like this. So again, you can do this in so many different formations. It isn't unique to one type of coverage or another. It really is one of the best ways in attacking flats underneath in really any year of Madden. Again, I really want to stress that. I really like this concept. I always have. Yeah, just a great way of getting a free 7 yards against even people putting zone pressure over there. They're going to have to man it up. They're going to have to use it. They're going to have to do something kind of creative to take this away, and that's going to leave even more things open for you. And that's just your 7-yard route. So when they got to get creative to stop your 7-yard route, that's going to open up a lot more deep. That being said, guys, I hope this tip helped you out. It's been the Master Gamer, and I'm out.